Hey travelers! Rick here from wildgreatwall.com. Today, we're heading into one of China's most surprising places, Ningxia. Most people skip it. Some haven't even heard of it. But trust me, this tiny region in northwest China holds one of the wildest contrasts you'll ever see. Desert, lake, stars, all meeting in one place. Let's go. When you first arrive in Ningxia, you think it's just endless yellow sand. Dry, empty, silent. But then it hits you. A huge, bright blue lake appears right in front of the dunes. It feels unreal, like a mirage that came to life. This is Sand Lake, half desert, half water, and full of life. We hopped into a jeep to explore the dunes. And wow, these drivers don't play around. 1 minute you're sliding down a steep sand hill. And the next you're staring out over water so still it feels like glass. And then birds. Hundreds of them. Migratory birds escape the heat and rest here every summer. You hear their wings before you see them, and the whole lake feels alive. A desert, with a lake, full of birds. Only in Ningxia. But the surprises don't stop. Right behind the desert stands Helan Mountain, tall, calm, and ancient. Locals call it Ningxia's guardian, because it blocks the icy northern winds and lets life grow in the valley below. We hiked along the foothills, where rocks are covered in old carvings. Animals, hunters, symbols. Scratched by hand thousands of years ago. No words. No descriptions. Just stories from people who lived here long before us. Time feels different in Ningxia. Slower. Deeper. And at the base of this mountain, life quietly thrives. If you know Chinese medicine, you know this next one. Goji berries, Ningxia's red treasure. Rows and rows of bright red berries fill fields at the foot of Helan Mountain. They're picked in the sun, dried in the air, and turned into everything you can imagine. Tea, snacks, oils, even beauty products. People here say goji berries bring strength, balance, and long life. And honestly, after tasting them fresh, still warm from the sun, I kind of believe it. The atmosphere here feels calm, almost like a retreat. Ningxia isn't loud. It isn't rushed. It's a place where people take their time with food, with work, with life. Here's the part that shocked me most. Ningxia makes world-class wine. Yep. Wine. In the desert. But when you're here, it kind of makes sense. The soil is rich, the light is strong. And Helan Mountain shields the vineyards from the cold winds. We visited a local winery shaped like a traditional Chinese garden. Bridges, pavilions, quiet pools of water. It felt peaceful, artistic, almost spiritual. Inside, the wine ages in oak barrels. Some from France, some from the US. Each giving the wine its own character. During the tasting, I learned there's a simple winemaking rule here. 3-12-6. 3 months of fermentation. 12 months of aging. 6 months of bottling. Slow. Careful. Precise. And the taste. Smooth, bold, full of desert sun and mountain air. You don't just drink the wine. You taste Ningxia's story. But nothing. And I mean nothing. Prepared me for Ningxia at night. Far from big cities, far from light pollution. The sky opens up like a giant window into the universe. You look up. And suddenly you're surrounded by a million stars. The Milky Way stretches across the sky like a river of light. It feels close enough to touch. In that moment, you realize how big the universe is. And how small your worries are. They call Ningxia the hometown of the stars. Once you see it, you'll understand why. Ningxia is quiet. Simple. And deeply beautiful. It's not famous like Beijing or Shanghai. You won't find skyscrapers or giant shopping malls. What you do find is something rare. A place where desert, lake, and stars unite. To show you a side of China most travelers never see. If you're looking for something different. Something peaceful, raw, and unforgettable. Ningxia just might steal your heart. If you enjoyed this journey through Ningxia, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, so you don't miss more stories from the wild side of China. I'm Rick from wildgreatwall.com. See you on the next adventure.